You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
So we are joined with James Crane from the Kent County Council Community Wardens this evening. We're joined with him live in the studio. He's our regular visitor and we join James normally once every couple of months or so. James, I know you wanted to cover security in the garden next.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, householders will sometimes actually be very surprised at the value of the items that they store in their sheds, let alone in the garages. It's actually good advice to tot up the value of the equipment stored there and take steps to prevent burglars stealing from the sheds and garages. Good padlocks and security devices are necessary. There's really no point in securing high-value items with a low-value lock or weak hasp and staple. And basically use the quality of equipment that the value of the contents demands. It's about 4 points I can say about this. I mean, make sure you cover up the items in the shed from being viewed through the window, i.e. lawnmowers, trimmers, etc. Just chuck a dust sheet over them. You can normally buy a decent sized dust sheet from a decent builder's merchant. Likewise, you also secure bicycles with good quality locking chains. Secure lawnmowers to fix objects inside the shed with similar devices. And also consider adding the shed to your household alarm system if you have one. Keep ladders inside rather than being left in the garden, and lock the rungs of ladders kept in the shed so they can't be extended. Bike locks are normally fairly good for that. If ladders has to be left in the open, they ought to be securely padlocked to racks and the rung themselves locked, so again, even if the ladder is removed from the rack, they can't be extended. And try and remove large items from gardens that burglars could use to clamber over fences. Wheelie bins are sometimes often used for this, so keep them in the back garden rather than the front if you can. Yeah, I mean, before the break I said about securing stuff actually in your sheds and that to reduce the risk of them being stolen. Now I'm going to go more onto the home now. I mean, probably by far the easiest one to do is actually gravel. Burglars dislike walking over gravel as it raises a deal of noise that might alert householders to their presence. So if you can, try and consider using gravel or stones where possible to guard side entrances and gateways. Also, security floodlighting can be installed onto the side of the house with an infrared motion sensor attached. This can fill the area with light, thereby showing up any person who walks within the sensor's area. Actually, in the home itself, never leave fan lights and windows open when you're not at home. No matter how inaccessible you think the window might be, you will actually be amazed at the lengths some people go in order to gain entry. Always try to minimise the risk of burglary by these methods and force the burglar to look elsewhere for a victim. At the very least, you may prevent a casual opportunist thief, if not the, inverted commas for this one, the professional thief as well. So, recapping on that, there's 5 steps which you could take to ensure that your property is fully secure. They are: 1. Never leave tools or ladders outside. 2. Fit a shed alarm with security lighting. 3. Disable mowers and chain machinery together. 4. Lock your shed with a good quality sold secure lock. And finally, number 5. Security mark property and register it on immobilise.com. Further information can be found at the Swale Community Safety Partnership's website, which is www.swalecsp.co.uk/protect.
James, before you go, do you have any useful contact details for our listeners?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, your listeners might want to squirrel these away for future reference, or I mean, if they really wanted to, they could wallpaper them to a notice board, or actually next to the phone with their hands inaccessible. I mean, I'll go through contacts for the police, Kent County Council, highways, training standards, Swale Council, which would involve the community safety unit, the out-of-hours dogs number, and the noise nuisance. So I'll start off with the police. Obviously, the main number everyone knows is 999 for emergencies. As of about November 14th last year, the non-emergency number changed, and that's now 101. We've got the Island Neighbourhood team, who's on 01795 584 165. Another thing you could try and do is their website, which is all the W's kent.police.uk. Kent County Council, we've got their 24-hour helpline, which is 08458 245 247. Kent Highways, dealing with all the roads and those lovely potholes that sometimes appear. is 08458 247 800. And two websites for them. One is for the community wardens, which is www.kent.gov.uk /community wardens. And highways is exactly the same, but it's /highways on the end. Training standards is 08457 585 497. Swale Council, their call centre is 417 850, that's obviously 01795. Alternatively, you can contact them on the website, which is swale.gov.uk. The Community Safety Unit, again 01795 417 193. Two websites to go with them, and that's www.swalecsp.co.uk /protect. That's for logging in your property which you want to keep safe. And same again, but for another website that's linked with the police, and that's www.immobilise.com. And finally, for Swale Council, we've got the dogs out of hours number, which is 07795 237 479, and the noise nuisance number, which is for people who've got loud parties late at night, etc. That's 07881 817 601.
James, as always, it's great to have you here at the Monday Night Community Show. Thank you very much for coming along.
That's right, Daniel, and thanks for inviting me back again, and no doubt I'll speak to you in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple of months, James.
Indeed.